How are you? I'm just grabbing the stuff I need. Oh my gosh, the heart me, Kate! Thank you! I was like so worried I wasn't going to be able to get on here. I'm just slightly later than I wanted to be. It was a little hard getting my youngest two down. So I'm hoping they stay good. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. It was just a little bit of a struggle at bedtime tonight with the kids. Hey, Brittany! How are you, Brittany? I'm getting a couple things I need since I didn't have a chance to get it together beforehand, but we'll get there. Hey everyone, thanks for jumping in. I have a couple things that I need to knock out today. So like mainly I need to seal with Mod Podge a lot of this stuff to get it ready for some UV resin. It's all dry and yeah, I need to get the Mod Podge on there so I can UV resin it. And then depending on how late it gets, I have a couple tumblers I might need to start. We'll see. But right now I'm trying to get my Mod Podge ready. Because if you look, I don't know who's been here before and who's new. Oh my gosh, thanks for the follow. But I buy my, look at this, my Mod Podge in like these huge jugs on Amazon. So obviously that's too big to work with, so I just use these little sauce cups. So that's what I'm getting ready now. Yeah, so I'll have a couple things to seal up. And oh my goodness, there's 400 of you. If you have questions, let me know, or anything like that, or if you just want to tell me what you've been crafting today. I'm sure there's plenty of crafters in here, so let me know if you've been crafting. Okay, so I think I'll just start. I have quite a bit of dark purple things, so I think I'm going to start with the dark purple. So let me grab my little, this is a little bell I have. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. So if you're new here, I like to glitter Office Supplies, and then once I get the glitter on them, before I seal with UV resin, I like to seal with glossy Mod Podge. It just makes, to me, the application of the UV resin a lot easier. So, oh my gosh, thanks for the follow. April, thank you. Yeah, this color purple is really, really pretty. Obviously, like, you know, it's getting covered by the Mod Podge right now, but oh my gosh, you guys, the follows, I'm so excited. I appreciate you guys. So like I said, I'm basically like prepping these items tonight for UV resin. I like to do the UV during the daylight, so I wanted to make sure that I got them good and ready so that they'll be dry when it comes time to do that. So they'll dry like overnight or whatever. But definitely, you don't have to do this step. Like you could just go straight to the UV, but to me, I feel like it makes applying that UV a lot easier. You guys, I really appreciate the follows. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So how is everybody? Has anyone else been crafting? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the roses. Oh my gosh, I appreciate that. Yeah, let me know if you've been crafting today, or if you plan on crafting like this weekend or something. I always love to hear what everyone's up to. Oh my gosh, the friendship necklace, Kate. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Resin Heaven Creations, awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, these are just a couple orders I was knocking out. I'm trying to get them done. Hey, Kayla, how are you? And the great thing about UV resin, if you're not familiar with it, it cures so fast. So I'll be able to apply that in the morning and then ship them out the same day. So yay to that. Oh my gosh, I know farm life. Listen, and I was trying to get on a little earlier today, but it was tough getting my 2- and 5-year-old down tonight. They both have autism, and some nights are a little more rough than others. Aw, April. Well, Kayla, thanks for watching. DC, so I prefer to do that final coat of the glossy Mod Podge. You don't have to, but to me, it makes applying that UV resin like easier, like more even, and then you don't have to worry about like glitter contamination if you're doing a bunch of different items that are all different colors. So like, for me, this is how I prefer to do it, but you definitely could apply it without it, for sure. But like I have a bunch of different colors to do, so that's a big reason why I like to do this step. Yeah, definitely. And actually, I wonder, maybe I should back this up so you guys can see a little better. But yeah, this purple, oh my gosh. So like when I do this, I make sure I do like all the office supplies. I don't know if y'all saw over here, but I have like a tape dispenser and a stapler I got to do and another tape dispenser over here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thanks. Thanks. I'll check my messages after this. Awesome. Yeah, April. And I use the glossy. So like a lot of people worry about it dulling the glitter, which it can, especially depending on what, type or color glitter you have. But once you put the UV on top, it like shines right back. And then honestly, like this glitter, it still looks really good under the glossy Mod Podge. Hey, Kristen, how are you? Oh my gosh, DC, yeah, this set back here, that's like our current tutorial series in my FB group. And oh my gosh, that orange and pink, yeah, I definitely love it. Dixie, I have an Etsy shop that is linked in my bio. So you just click on my Linktree link and then you can get to my Etsy shop from there, and that's how you can order. And I always tell people, if you see something you want, like different colors or whatever, like I have a whole wall of colors and whatnot. So you literally can just write in the personalization box or message me on Etsy what you want and I can make it happen. Oh my gosh, Kristen, that is awesome. You started glittering them. What colors did you do? And what did you do? I love to hear all about it. What office supplies and what colors? Oh my gosh, yeah. Lisa, this is, it's called Sunburst. It's from the Glitter Guy, that orange. I love it. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Oh my gosh, yeah, this dark purple. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Detroit, I do Mod Podge and a UV coat. Now, like I was saying earlier, you could get away without this coat I'm doing now. It's just my preference because I think it makes it a lot easier come time for the UV part. Because UV, like, you guys, I appreciate the follows too. The UV part, you want to make sure it goes on like as smooth as you possibly can. So I feel like this helps that, And this glitter on this purple, it's actually not extra fine. So it definitely is going to help me with that part for sure. Binder clips and one stapler. What color did you do, Kristen? Yeah, I always say the binder clips are like a great way to practice if you're not used to it. Because if you mess up, like, they're cheap enough. I don't cry if I have to throw one away. Okay, yeah. Well, the Walmart ones, listen, they work fine too. You can glitter anything. I actually started with, before I found the ones in my Amazon storefront, I actually started with some from Walmart. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, so for the scissors, I use my fingers to put the UV resin on. But most of the other supplies, actually, I think all the other supplies, I use a silicone brush. But yeah, the scissors, they're like, really weird shaped and stuff. It's a lot easier just to use your hands on that. Oh my gosh, Kristen, I need to see pictures of that. That's gonna look so cool. Oh my gosh, Teresa, yeah. All right, let me get the bottom of this. You guys are awesome. And thanks for the follow. So yeah, just when you put the Mod Podge on top, you really just want to make sure it's a thin coat though. That's all. You don't want like it too thick or whatever, so that it's good to go for the UV. Oh, the bottom part. Oh, yeah. Some of them are different. You have to be careful, like, at the pivot point, Some are built where you might actually, like, glitter it, and then if you glitter it, like, you won't be able to, like, actually use the stapler. I don't know if that makes any sense, but, like, yeah, you got to be careful about that. Monica, I like to let this sit overnight, but realistically, it's probably dry in, like, an hour or two. But I don't want to take any chance because if it is any kind of wet or moisture and then you do the UV, you're going to have like a cloudy UV coat, and then that's really sad. Really sad because you kind of have to, that's hard to fix. Oh my gosh, yeah, this isn't chunky, but I have a chunky one I'll be sealing later today. But I just like pat it down with my finger while it's still wet. And then I make sure it's like super flat. And then if there's any like sticking off the edges, I do take an X-Acto knife to it before I resin it. Because it's like, you know, softer, like easier to cut through. And then I apply my UV. And if there's any spots that need sanding, I will do that then. Or if I can get away with just another coat of the UV, that's what I do. So when it's chunkier glitter, sometimes I do need 2 coats of the UV. So trying to make sure I'm catching up. Oh my gosh, Kristen, I appreciate you visiting my storefront. Yeah, my Amazon storefront. Yes, yes, I appreciate that. Yeah, if anyone wants to see the supplies I use, my Amazon storefront's linked in my bio. You are amazing for doing that. Yeah, Shonda, so this, it helps, you don't have to do it, but like it locks all the glitter in place. So like, for instance, like look at all of that right there, different colors, right? And then that purple, and then like the white and all of this. To me, whenever you add that Mod Podge to it, it locks it in place. So like it makes it easier to lay that UV on evenly, and then you don't have to worry about like glitter transferring from object to object as you're UVing everything like at once. Thanks for the follow. Oh, can I open it? Yeah, let me seal this one. I have one sitting to my left over here. I'll show you that's already been sealed, so I won't be like getting glitter everywhere, but I'll definitely open it and let you see for sure. Just let me knock this one out first. Can you all, I feel like I keep moving this light and then you guys can't really see what I'm doing. If ever I like do that, you need to let me know. Mitchie, this is just glossy Mod Podge, and then once it dries, I like to go back with the UV resin. Now, actually, in my Etsy shop, I feel like we have a couple of new people, so I'll go ahead and say I offer both ways. Like, if somebody likes the texture of the glitter and they want it a little cheaper, they can just get the Mod Podge seal. Or if they prefer the UV resin, they can pay a little bit more for like the smooth, glossy UV resin. So that's all like customer preference. Oh my gosh, Carrie, thank you. That means so much. I'm so glad you love them. So glad. User, you don't have to use resin. Like, I started doing this in 2015 and I didn't even know about UV resin back then. And I just sealed everything with the glossy Mod Podge. And believe it or not, it holds up really well. But the great thing about the UV resin is I love the shine and how smooth it is. So that's why I offer both in my shop. Oh my gosh, Amanda. Yeah, I was like, I normally just glitter. Let me go ahead and, and do something a little different tonight. And I had to knock this out anyway. Now, I won't be using UV tonight, obviously, because all this has to dry. But yeah, oh my gosh, Carrie, that UV, it makes a world of difference. Like, I like how they look under the Mod Podge, the glossy Mod Podge too. But like, personally, I feel like that UV really makes it pop. The UV finish. I love it. Oh, Gigi. So I actually apply the glitter initially with just Mod Podge, which is great to do that. I mean, it's all whatever your preference is, but like Mod Podge is cheaper than UV resin, so I only use the UV resin on the final coat. That way it helps me keep my prices a little bit more affordable. And then I apply the UV resin with a silicone brush. If you guys like want to see any of that, I do have a YouTube channel in my bio that you can subscribe to, and I post like all my TikTok lives. I did a couple lives where I actually was sealing with the resin if you want to seal that. And then I also have a FB tutorial group, and we're like literally in the middle of this office set. And actually that purple and green one is ready for UV resin. So that'll be our next step. If anyone wants to join that, that's linked in my bio too. And yay, thanks for the follows. Shanta, I love glitter too. I really do. Glitter is my escape. I always say that. It really is. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. I appreciate all the follows and you popping on. I need to do a daytime one on TikTok. I feel like it's been so long since I've got live during the day. But we just had spring break and stuff here, so it's been a little bit more difficult. But I'll try to do a morning one, hopefully soon. But I'll switch up my colors too so we don't get bored of it, but the purple is really pretty. All right, let me show you the inside of a stapler. I think that's what I wanted to do next. So let me put this one aside. And then, so like, this one is one that's already done. This is like my go-to model for the UV one. This one actually has chunky on it. Do you guys see that? So I just do like the outside. Hi, Yali, how are you? And the top. So like there's nothing, I didn't do anything on the inside of mine. And I don't take mine apart before I do them. I'll make a video that I've been meaning to make of how I clean them out, but I don't take mine apart. Oh my gosh, thank you. Yeah, look at that. Look at that chunky. I love it. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate the follows. But yeah, I love this. So I did like the extra fine and then the chunky on that one. But that's with the UV. So like, do I have one not? I want to show you the difference. Okay. So this is just like a dry eraser. This one, see how pretty it still looks? It's only been sealed with the glossy Mod Podge and it still looks great. But you can see the difference because look at the shine on the red one. Whitney, I sand if needed. Yali, I'm doing really good. So Whitney, if I can get away with not sanding, I don't sand. Sometimes the chunky glitter requires it. But if I can get a smooth layer without it, I don't sand. Yeah, Kristen, yep. So this is good. I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's why I always like to show people the difference because people get worried when you say you're just sealing with Mod Podge. But like, listen, it looks great still and it holds up way better than you would think. Like when I first started, I only used the glossy Mod Podge and I still have my personal office supplies from 2015 that are sealed with the Mod Podge and they're, you know, still fine. Thanks for the follow, guys. All right, let me get back to it. I got 2 more dark purple things I'm going to seal, and then we can switch up the color if anyone's going to be around that long. But I really got to get these done, so. But we'll go to like a pink. Yeah, TM, that was like a dry eraser for like a marker board. For like teachers or, you know, whoever uses them. Yep. Yeah, thank you. So I do this just the same way. It's just the tape dispensers are a little weird to hold, but you know. Jade, I use glossy Mod Podge. That's what I use initially to add my glitter. You can use UV, but the Mod Podge is cheaper. And then you don't have to worry about it like running and curing and all that. Like it has to dry, of course, but I just use the Mod Podge. How did I, oh, Shanta, I love this question. So, I got into glittering office supplies because I actually was a middle school science teacher and, I really enjoyed like decorating my room. Like, I wish I gotta find the pictures I had, but everything was like neon and bright. And I mean, it was floor to ceiling decorated. And then like my desk ended up being like the most boring part of the room. So I took like patterned duct tape and like duct taped my desk. And then like my office supplies were boring. So that's kind of just like how it progressed into that. And then, you know, and then I opened my Etsy shop. That was back in 2015. I decided to sell them whenever people were like, oh, that's cool. And then from there, I just kind of kept adding to the shop and, you know, adjusting as you go. Because I didn't even know about UV resin way back then. I don't even think it was a thing. Or if it was, I didn't know about it. I literally did duct tape my desk. You know all that like decorative duct tape? I know. It was one of those like brown old desks. Like these desks were so old. So I figured if I had to be there, like I wanted a happy place. Oh my gosh, Ansley, I appreciate that. I love hearing that. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I really am. I appreciate that you all like my videos and stuff. I have a lot of fun making them. And I think like I enjoy doing these tutorials because I don't teach anymore. So now I feel like I get the best of both worlds. I still get to like teach and then play with glitter. So Yeah, Shanta, thank you. I love sharing it. I do miss teaching, so that's why I think I enjoy the tutorials. Yeah, because I've been doing this a while, but I just recently, like in January, decided to kind of get more serious with TikTok. Yes, Amanda, this will dry clear. Don't worry. I don't know if you were here, but I just showed an example of one that had dried. I can show it again if you want. Just let me know. As a border in your bathroom. There you go, Whitney. See, be resourceful. And it's fun. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh. Yes, I do remember that, Cass. Well, listen, I only have one more tape dispenser to do that's purple, and then we'll switch it up. I'm going to knock out that pink over there. Look at how pretty that pink is. I love it. Yeah, I'm almost done the purple. Purple is such a popular color because it's so pretty, you know. I feel like that's why I do purple a lot. There's always a lot of requests for it. But this one's almost done, so we'll get to move on very shortly. But yeah, if you're doing the Mod Podge on top, I know I said it, but you just got to really make sure to keep it thin. Because it is the top layer. Can I show you all the stuff I glitter? Whew, I can show you a lot of it. I glitter a lot. But yeah, I can show you, I mean, plenty of examples. Pretty much any office supply you can think of, I've glittered before, honestly. Oh, Amanda, thank you. And Jess, thanks for the follow. And then like a lot of like random odds and ends stuff. Cause I get quite a few like people that'll message me from Etsy. Can you glitter this for me? And I'm like, yeah. Oh my gosh, do it, Esther. Definitely. You should. So Sarah, you can just seal with the Mod Podge, like I'm doing here, but you can also seal with UV resin. So I like to do the Mod Podge first, and then I add the UV resin when I'm sealing with that. But you can seal with either or, for sure. All right, I got one more purple one to seal, and then we'll switch colors to make it more fun. Ooh, yay, the computer mouse is GG. That's so fun. That is so fun. What colors have you done? Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh, I don't know if I can, is it Mary? Thank you. I always have such trouble sometimes with names. I'm so sorry. Yes, I will show you the difference between the Mod Podge and the resin again. Yes, yes, yes. I'll set this one down because I just started it. And that way, if anyone just popped in, they can see too. Jane, just the one coat of Mod Podge works great, honestly. Oh my gosh, yeah, the pink and the orange. Tropical. Yes, I always keep thinking it's like a sunset, like beach thing going on. So, orange and blue. Okay, that's great though. Okay, so let me show the difference real quick. So like this one has only been sealed with the Mod Podge, and it still I'm getting purple on it. Oh no, it'll brush off because it's already sealed, but it's already been sealed with the Mod Podge and it still looks great. But this one actually has the UV on it, and you can see how it reflects the light better. So like this one is smooth, and this one you can feel the texture of the glitter. Hey Janae, how are you? I try to keep those examples close by. And thanks for the follow. Okay, so let me get this one sealed up. I'm so glad you all stopped in. Okay. Oh my gosh, Janae, I feel you. I got on here a little later than I wanted to. I was aiming for like 9:15. It ended up being closer to like 9:30 Eastern time. I'm on Eastern. My youngest too. Yeah, it was a little rough tonight. But I made it on. We're okay. I got the baby monitor right by me. They're finally settled. How do you get the resin on there? Okay, Gibson. I love that question too. I use a silicone brush. If you want to actually see me do it, I have a couple TikTok videos on my profile page. I put my recorded lives on my YouTube channel. It's all linked in my bio. If you want to like see me actually do it. I can't do it tonight because all of this is still wet. Okay, I think I missed a couple. Oh my gosh, the weirdest thing I've glittered, KT. Oh gosh. Candace, I'll get to that question in just a minute. I'm trying to think of the weirdest thing I've glittered. I get asked that more often than you would think. And you know why? I always feel like I have a hard time deciding what the weirdest thing I've glittered is, because I've literally glittered like anything I could think of. Probably maybe the most shocking thing I've glittered is an axe, like a hatchet. I have a video of that on my page if you want to check it out. That's probably the most shocking thing I feel like that I've glittered is the hatchet. But as far as like, okay, hold on. Oh yeah, how do I clean out the glitter? That was the question. Oh my gosh, yeah, Candace. It definitely gets to be messy. You guys, thanks for the follows. Yeah, Janae, the axe. Take a look at my video on my page. It's really cool. And my husband, he was such a great sport about it. Oh, yeah, there are people that want that, Shanta, for sure. Yeah, Gibson, use the Mod Podge over it. It seals it in just fine. And then you don't have to worry about glitter shedding everywhere, for sure. Yes, do that. Yeah, I love glitter, but like when it's on something that I'm using, I want it sealed for sure. But as far as, hey Coney, as far as like getting the extra glitter out of the staplers, you'll notice I don't take my staplers apart before I glitter them. I'll take a dry brush afterwards and brush out what I can that's loose, and then I have some air, like an electric duster, that I use to get it out. I have that on my list of videos to make too, so follow me so you make sure you see that. But yeah, it can get messy for sure. Oh my gosh, Coney, yeah, I have my Etsy shop. Go visit my link in my bio, and if you don't see the colors you want, or if you want ombre or something like that, you can always just put that in the personalization box. Like I have literally any color you could probably want. And that's not even all my glitter. That's just a small fraction. Lexi, I absolutely love counterculture DIY. 100%. I have their website right now, they're out of the UV resin, but they're not out of it on Amazon. So if you go to my Amazon storefront that's linked in my bio, you can find it there. But I love their UV resin. No, Deanna, I haven't had an issue with it becoming sticky. Do you mean sticky after the UV resin or sticky after the Mod Podge? Let me know which one you meant, and then I can tell you my trick. Lexi, yes, go visit my Etsy shop and go order one. It's linked in the bio. Look at this hot pink. I'm going to work on that one next. Yes, Mama D, I do. My preferred method is to seal it with the Mod Podge first, and then I do the UV. Oh my gosh, Coney, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Gigi, I use all different sizes. So like this back here is extra fine. This one's more of like a medium cut. And then I have one over here. I don't know if you can even see it from here, but that white one up front is chunky. So like I do any size glitter. And then depending on the size glitter will depend on like how I apply the UV resin. Oh my gosh, you guys, thanks for the follows. Oh yeah, Lexi, no problem. I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy sharing. Shanta, always use the resin in, oh my gosh, the heart me, Gibson, thank you. Always use the resin in a very well ventilated area. So like I wear my gloves. I even have like UV gloves that I put under my like, what are these? They're not latex, nitrile gloves. And then I have my craft rooms in my garage. So I leave my garage door open. I just like to play it extra, extra safe, you know. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to be extra safe, so. Hi, Belle. How are you? I just saw your hey. And Yoshi's here. Yes. Do it, Yoshi. The glitter to stick. Gibson, that's not a pain. I use glossy Mod Podge. Belle, it's okay that you're late. I only got on like 30 minutes ago. Yes, KT, I can do whatever you want for dogs, for sure. I can do any theme. Honestly. Yeah, Shanta, listen, the UV resin, I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it because it cures so fast. You will need a UV light, so check out my Amazon storefront and you'll see the UV light that I use. Either of the two that are in there are fantastic. And then honestly, like for UV resin, if I have a lot to do, like tomorrow I'm going to have a lot to UV, right? Because I have a couple trays. I do like a semi-cure under my light, and then I just set it outside in the sun to finish curing so I can move along a little faster. So, but what else do you craft, Shanta? That's cool that you're a crafter. And thanks for the follows. Belle, I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, hey, Diane. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, I'm glad you came on. Oh my gosh, yeah, never ever skip gloves. Yes, Gigi, always wear gloves. I actually double up, like I put a UV glove underneath that's like a cloth glove. Jeez, I'm getting tongue-tied again. And then I put my nitrile gloves over top. Yeah, so if you're new to this, never ever skip your gloves, for sure. Oh my gosh, yes, what color are you doing your first tape dispenser? I gotta know. I'm so glad you're doing a tape dispenser. Kristen, it only takes a couple minutes, but because I get busy doing other things, sometimes I leave it out there for like up to 30 minutes. It's not gonna hurt it. You know, it's like, it gets done way sooner than that, but I get going and sometimes sometimes they're out there long. Oh, you're a rhinestone. Oh my gosh, rhinestone crafter. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you. So I think I'm going to move on to the hot pink because I need a break from the purple. What do you guys think? So let's go ahead and do that. But I'm going to switch my gloves because I don't want to get any of that chunkier, it's not really chunky, but medium cut glitter on that pink. So let me go grab a glove. Okay, I'm back. Oh, mint blue. Oh my gosh, love it, love it. That's going to be awesome. Did you say hawk for that one? That one actually reminds me of the mermaid, but yeah, I guess maybe. Kristen, just the back so that the front of the clipboard is still like the normal writing surface. So that's why I only do the back. And then I'll UV it. You guys, thanks for following and sharing. Yadi, yeah, glitter does get everywhere. Not gonna lie. It definitely does. But it's worth it. Yeah, Janae. Yeah, it could be either one. You're exactly right. I never even thought about the hawk, but he does have like a purple shirt, doesn't he? So it would definitely go with that. I think I just like have mermaids on the mind when I think of like glitter. Vicky, I'm using glossy Mod Podge. That's what I use to adhere the glitter and then also to seal it before I UV it. So, yeah, glitter looks pretty everywhere. Yeah, it doesn't matter where glitter's at. It's going to look pretty, right? Yeah, no problem, Vicky. And if you guys are crafters and you want to check out any of my supplies, this is my plug for you to visit my Amazon storefront that's linked in my bio. And it shows all the stuff that I work with there. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing here, just like a thin little coat. Yeah, the glitter cleanup. With the office supplies, I use like a dry brush to get the loose stuff, and then I have like an electric duster, I call it. I'm going to make a video showing that. I just haven't gotten around to it because a lot of people ask me that since I don't take my office supplies apart. Gibson, so like, I'm sure regular Mod Podge would work well to stick the glitter. I'm not sure that I would apply it on top, for a top coat, just because, you know, it's glitter and you still want it to shine. So I feel like the glossy might be a better choice there. So I would, if you're going to do the regular Mod Podge, like to stick the glitter, that's probably good. I don't have I've always used the glossy, so I don't necessarily have an example to be able to best tell you, but if I had to guess, I'd probably think I'd prefer the glossy for the top coat. Yeah. All right, so let me get the sides here. I love this pink. It's so like bright. A nice change from the purple. Oh, Janae, so you have tried with the regular. Okay, good. Okay. See, yeah, that's what I would think. The glossy is where it's at, I feel like. For glitter, at least. I'm sure there's definitely things that you would want regular Mod Podge for. Yeah, yeah. I got some Mod Podge in my Amazon storefront, if that's where you're getting it from. Amazon, you can check out my Amazon storefront. Oh, today you don't like Mod Podge? It's like always my go-to. There's a couple things that I need to try that people have recommended, but right now I have 2 big gallons of the glossy Mod Podge, so I'll be using that up before I try anything else. And normally I go a little quicker, but I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anyone's comment. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. The Elmer's clear glue for ornaments and stuff, yeah. I bet that works great. And then one thing, I don't know if I said this, so I'll say it again, or say it for the first time, but I try not to press too hard when I'm doing the top coat because I don't want to accidentally make any bald spots or whatever. So just be gentle. Oh my gosh, KT, listen, what you need to do is go to my link in my bio and join my FB tutorial group because we're in the middle of a tutorial series, and in that group I do start to finish on my tutorials, and then I always post the recordings, and we're in the middle of these 2 office sets back here, the orange and the pink and the purple and the green. So like this one, the next step it needs is UV resin, and then the orange and the pink, I'm actually going to do another coat of glitter on those in that group because there's some spots that look too thin for me, so I want to double up. You don't always need 2 layers of glitter, but that particular glitter is very translucent, so I'm going to. But yeah, you can see that, and you just go back. We're like on part 3, but you can go back and watch all those recordings. So join my FB group. Floor polish. Okay, that's cool. And yeah, I've heard of the polyacrylic too. Michelle, right now my turnaround time is close to the 2-week mark. But if you need it sooner, and you want to order, just leave me a little like message in that personalization box that says, hey, is it possible to have it by such and such date? Yeah, right now it's close to the 2-week mark, I would say, for most of my orders. 10 days if it's nothing too complicated. But if it's like something different or more custom or the UV, it's been taking about 2 weeks. If you want to check out prices, BB, you can go to my Etsy shop link. My link tree's in my bio, and then from there you can get to my Etsy shop, and you can see all the prices. There's a bunch of different options, bunch of different colors, bunch of different items, so you can see what everything costs there. Yeah, no problem, guys. Thanks for the follows. I'm so excited that when you all follow, so thank you. Yeah, no problem. And then if you have questions or want something custom, just message me. But I'm like in love with this pink. It's so bright, I almost feel like I need my sunglasses on. I don't know if it's showing up as bright on the camera as it is in person. This is, yeah, Jen, this is glossy Mod Podge. So I'm just getting everything ready for the UV resin. I'll be putting UV resin on these tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to go live and do it, to be honest, because I really got to knock it out before the weekend. I move a little slower when I'm live and talking. But maybe I'll video it. Actually, what I should do is video it, and then I can post the TikTok if you guys want to see that. But, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to actually go live. I don't know if I have time tomorrow morning. But I do need to go live on TikTok to seal. See, I've been doing a lot of, like, putting glitter on things. So that's why tonight I was like, I'm just going to use the Mod Podge and do something a little different. And then hopefully next time I can do, like, a UV demo live. But thank you guys for following and sharing. Almost got this one done. And I'm using my same little, like, ramekin of Mod Podge. I'm just dipping from a different spot than I did the purple. Yes, Lisa. Yeah, I need to do that. I have a couple of videos on my profile page already of me UVing, but like, you know, you have to speed those up. You can't have a long video, but I need to do one live. Thank you, Bernay. Thank you. My UV resin, Jen, I like to use a silicone brush to apply that. That's kind of like my main technique. Now, things like scissors, I will use my hands to apply the UV. Not like a gloved hand, I should say. I don't want you to think I just like grab the UV with my bare fingers. but most of my stuff, I use a silicone brush. And normally, like, especially with this is extra fine. It'll only take one coat, which is good. But I can definitely, like I said, I have a couple videos up. So if you're curious to get like a quick, like, Cliff Note version, you can check out my profile page until the live when I can actually show the UV. Oh, okay, Lisa. Well, I'm glad you're here too. Oh my gosh, Jen, that would be horrible. That would burn so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Let's switch it up. Do you guys see this? That's a nail clipper. Yay, Gigi, you are awesome. Thank you so much. I am so glad. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, if anyone else wants to check out my link in bio, join all my stuff. I would love to see you all everywhere. It's so much fun to be able to talk and glitter, especially with like other people who appreciate glitter. Oh my gosh, Diane, thank you. I'm so glad you love it. I'm so glad. Yay. Yeah, I have a couple that were the same pink color. I was so excited to get a couple orders with this hot pink. I'm like, pink's my favorite color, but you guys, thanks for following. Hey, okay, so Crafty Nana, there's two ways that I offer my stuff, my office supplies in my shop, and one is only sealing with the glossy Mod Podge, and then the other is to upgrade to the UV resin seal. So there's two ways you can seal these if you're doing them on your own, or if you're ordering them, there's two ways you can pick from. But you definitely can just seal with the glossy Mod Podge if you want, as long as you're fine with the texture of the glitter, because you will still feel the texture of the glitter. Jody. Oh my gosh. Wait, what happened, Jen? Wait, did I miss? Oh yeah, don't use the bare fingers. Sorry, I misread that. I was like, wait, what's going on? Yeah, definitely do not use your bare fingers. No. Please don't. Always use gloves. You'll always see me in my videos with gloves on. For sure. I even wear UV glasses when I use my UV light. That's how like overly safe I am with it. Let me show you. This glove, they're in my Amazon storefront too, and it's probably overkill, but like I said, I'd rather have too much than not enough. It's like inside out now, so I'm trying to fix it so you guys can actually see. These gloves, I put them on underneath my gloves, like my nitro gloves, whenever I do my UV work. And then they have like the fingers exposed. So just your fingertips are like out, so you can still like work well. So like I said, that's probably overkill, but I'd rather just be safe than sorry. Because I don't want to get burned. I don't want to get like, you know, I don't want to experience that. So I put my UV glasses on and they're cute. I'll show you guys those too. These are my UV safety glasses. My little like print on them. And then that's how I do my work. All right, where did I leave off? Over here. Let's see. Seal glow in the dark. Is that why it's called UV? It actually uses ultraviolet radiation, like light, to cure it. So if you have UV resin and you put it on something and you just put it in the room and there's no UV light, it'll never cure. But if it's out in the sun or under a UV lamp, that's how it cures. And it only takes a couple minutes to do so. Oh my gosh, Gigi, thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm almost done this one, and then I got 2 more of the tape dispensers in this color. And then I'm going to have to move on to another color because I got like blue, silver, and white over there to seal up tonight. So yeah, this might not be as exciting to watch as the nights when I actually pull out the glitter, but this is an important step in my opinion, so it's good to know. All right, so I'll do the same thing here with this bright pink. And if anyone was wondering about this pink, this is actually from Counterculture as well, and it's called Pink Ladies. That's the pink that I used on that. Hey Quimby, how are you? You made it. We're just prepping. Basically, we're sealing everything with Mod Podge. That way it'll be ready for UV. So I'm not actually getting glitter out tonight. We're just sealing it. Oh, did we get to 10K? I haven't even been looking at the likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you. 10K likes. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, Lisa. Well, thanks for popping in. Quimby, thanks for the roses. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you made it. Yeah, I got on here less than an hour ago. You know, I still have a little bit to do, so I'm not getting off too soon. But I'm glad you made it. Yeah. I love seeing, I appreciate everybody who gets on, and I get excited when I see those of you who have been here. Allie Fu, thanks for the rose. Who have been here multiple times. Like, I'm starting to recognize like the names, and I'm just so excited to see that. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let me get this one. Hey Tiff, how are you doing today? I had like a little speck of glitter I had to get off there. But yeah, so we're not actually going to pull out the glitter today, but I thought it would be good to show everybody this part. Yeah, Quimby, thank you so much. And thanks for the follow. I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to put my hand inside to hold the tape dispenser and do the sides. Oh my gosh, when I first started doing this, the tape dispensers, it took me a while to figure out how to hold these things so I could glitter them all at once, because I was glittering one side and then letting it dry and then glittering the other side. And I was like, man, that's going to take way too long. So then I kind of got what was comfortable for me down. And definitely saves a lot of time being able to do the whole thing at once. We still have over 100 people in here. That's exciting. For a Thursday night, I'm definitely thankful. Yeah, this glitter, if anyone was curious, I actually ended up, I had put a layer of silver glitter first because it's very translucent. And then I added 2 coats of that Pink Ladies that I just showed you. And that's how it came to be like this vibrant hot pink. Yep, Tiff, the next step, once this dries completely, is the UV resin. And that'll be it. So I was saying earlier that you don't actually have to do this step, but I recommend it. At least for me, it makes the UV part a lot easier. So this is kind of like my trick to making that part a little less difficult. Gigi, it depends. So like, it really depends on how I want it to look. With this pink, I just like how the silver looks underneath. But I will tell you, like, this office set right here with the green and purple, I did the silver glitter coat underneath to get that. And then this over here, I actually did paint. So it depends on, I feel like when I paint it, white, the glitter almost looks like brighter or maybe more like highlighter a lot of times. But when I do the silver, sometimes it's hard to describe. It just looks different. and it's based on the, preference. I like this color with the silver underneath. It's however you like it. Like even my pencil cups, like when I make the pencil design, like, let me see, do I have one nearby? Like this pencil design, I used gold glitter underneath that yellow glitter to get that shade of the pencil. It's just how I like it, because whenever I was using the paint under it, it looked a little too bright for me. Darth, so like this is glossy Mod Podge, it's not paint, and it just like locks the glitter in place, and it makes it easier to apply the UV resin afterwards, like to get a nice even coat of the UV resin. So you don't have to do this step, but to me it makes it easier, and then you don't have to worry about your glitter transferring to other office supplies that aren't the same color. Oh my gosh, Quimby, yes. I am in love with it too. I need to do another coat on that one because it's thin in some spots, but it is turning out so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, Gigi. I was like, I hope I'm explaining this right. But yeah. South Texas girl, I use glossy Mod Podge to stick my glitter on initially. So the same stuff that I'm using right now to coat this is what I use to put the glitter on. I only use the UV for the last step. UV is a little bit, definitely more expensive than Mod Podge, so that helps you kind of stretch your UV a little. Because some people do use the UV to apply their glitter, which there's nothing wrong with that too. But me, this is how I'm more comfortable with it. And it's more cost effective, honestly. Yes, Darth, it dries clear for sure. And I recommend using the glossy. That's what I use. I don't know when you popped in, but I can show you an example real quick once I get this back end sealed. I'll show you an example of how it dries. I have one right beside me that I was showing earlier. Hey, Shanta, if you check out my Amazon storefront that's linked in my bio, I have an idea list of like office supply blanks and stuff. So like most of the stuff I get there. And if it's not in there and you were wondering about it, just ask me. Like if you can't find something. Yes, Gigi, you're amazing. Thank you. Yes, I do. I try to keep all the supplies and stuff in there because I know a lot of people are curious. And then obviously, like, it helps me out if you do buy anything. All right, so that one I'm going to set aside. And I will show you, let's get the same example I used earlier. So this one right here, if you just popped in, this has been sealed already with glossy Mod Podge, so it dries very clear. Like, see how pretty that is? But this is an example of one that has the UV resin on it, and the main difference is you can feel the texture of the glitter with this one, and this one you cannot, and then also this one is shinier. So... Are you talking about my Amazon storefront, how it's organized? Oh my gosh, yay, thank you, I appreciate that. I try to make it like straightforward, because sometimes it can get overwhelming when you go in some storefronts and there's stuff everywhere. So I was like trying to make it as straightforward as possible. Thank you. And thanks for the follows, guys. All right, I got one more. Ooh, I'm knocking over my camera trying to reach it. I got one more pink tape dispenser and then we can switch up our colors. You go to the, Gibson, if you go to the link that's on my bio, it's my Linktree link. In there, it'll take you to my Linktree that has everything listed, like my Etsy, my Amazon storefront, my FB tutorial group, my YouTube channel, all that. So you just click that Linktree link on my bio, in my bio, and then you can get there. All right, I'm going to seal this. So like on this one, I don't know if you guys see, but that right there, I don't like how that seems thin. So once this dries, I'll probably go back and touch that up. Oh yeah, no problem. Yep, just click on like my picture, I think, at the top, and it'll take you to my bio, and then you click on my link from there. I'm still learning the app too. Believe me. I feel like I still learn something like every day about it. I only really I started my TikTok account in August, but I didn't really post much or do anything on it until like January is when I decided, all right, I'm going to be consistent and see what happens. Oh my gosh, Elisa, thank you. I absolutely love the pink and orange too. Those two sets back here, if you're just jumping on, that's what we're currently working on in my FB tutorial group. And those were, yeah, those colors. Oh my gosh, I love it. Absolutely love it. There's a matching clipboard we did in one of my previous lives. That's actually how I chose those colors, because I did a TikTok live and we were picking out colors for the clipboards. I was doing clipboards. And then we were starting my FB tutorial and I was like, oh, we're doing the matching sets because I love those color combos that everyone came up with during that live. Thanks for the follows. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm so excited there's still 100 of you here, even though all I'm doing is sealing. I feel like this part gets a little boring to watch for so long. So it won't hurt my feelings if you're bored and you want to go. I do post the recordings on my YouTube, so this isn't me telling you to leave. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, Elisa, thank you. I love hearing that. Definitely love hearing that. It is like soothing, you know, like rhythmic, I guess. And it's almost like stress relieving, right? When you do this part, because you just don't really have to think about it. Oh my gosh, Monkey, thank you. I love that. Thank you. Yeah, this color is awesome. I'll be switching it up to... Got light blue, white, and silver over there I gotta do. Oh my gosh, hi Bridget. Tonight I'm not adding color. I'm actually just sealing everything with glossy Mod Podge. That way it can dry and it'll be ready for UV resin. So tonight I'm not actually adding any glitter to anything. I'm just showing how I seal it. I guess preparing it. Show how I prepare it for the UV resin. Oh my gosh, Monkey, thank you. Shanta, he is such a good sport about it. I tell you what, he really is great. I'm very lucky. I try to keep all the glitter in the garage, my craft room's in my garage, so I feel like I do a good job about keeping it in there, but he doesn't give me a hard time. Even when I glittered his hatchet, he didn't give me a hard time. And his screwdrivers. Yeah, Bridget, I think I only did this like one other time live, because, you know, it's not always the most fun to watch, but it is an important step in my opinion. So I was like, I need to get on here and do that. Like the TikTok lives, I've been trying to knock out orders and whatnot. So I thought this will be a good step for people to see if they catch me. You just saw the screwdrivers. Yeah. Yes, Quimby. I posted a video of it on my profile, so when we get off here, you should scroll and find it. I did. I glittered the hatchet. Thanks for the heart puff. Yay. I put cheetah print on it too. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot of fun. You know, you got to prepare for anything. Yeah, I glitter a bunch of stuff around the house, and he's such a good sport about it. I don't think it surprises him anymore when he comes home to something glittered. All right, where are we at here? And now I have a TikTok that I can post those fun videos when I do glitter something fun. Oh my gosh, yay! You're glittering too? Oh, I love hearing that. What are you glittering? Or do you mean like my recorded ones you watch while you're working? Either way, yay! Oh my gosh, Diane, don't tempt me. You're gonna make me laugh. He is a good sport, but I don't know if he'd like that. Actually, he would probably be okay with it if I said it was for like a video, like a TikTok or something. Oh my gosh, Bridget. Yeah, next year. Next year. I got to remember this. That would be so funny. Oh, okay. My lies. Yeah. For Special Olympics. Oh, I love that. My 2 youngest are autistic. My 5 and 2-year-old. This one's almost done. I've been moving slow on it, but that's okay. Shayna, yeah, I am slowly but surely glittering my entire house. I definitely have a list of things that I'll be showing you all if you follow me on my profile. But yeah, the Mod Podge lines, I like these foam brushes, and I feel like the key to not seeing them is to not apply too much. That definitely has helped that. The finer the glitter, the easier it is to see those lines. So just keep that in mind too. Yeah, from showing with fine glitter. Yeah, I just saw that part. Yeah, so I just keep it thin. And it seems to work pretty well. In Louisiana, yay! Yeah, that's awesome. You're making keychains for it. Okay, so I got my pinks done. Actually, I'll go ahead and do this pink bell. We did the purple bell earlier, now I got a pink one to do. Thanks for the follow, Mary. And I appreciate y'all's hearts. So I noticed whenever I put the Mod Podge on the chunkier glitter, like this is like a more medium cut, it is easier to, I guess, like get bald spots or pull it away. So just kind of pat instead of brushing it is what I do. And I'll do a little brush on top to even it out, but you don't want to put too much pressure on it because you'll end up moving glitter too much. Oh my gosh, yay, Shayna! I love that. Yeah, I do the pencil on pretty much any office supply. So yeah, I've done the clipboards too. They're a lot of fun. I love doing the clipboards because you can see the design from the front and the back if you use a clear clipboard. It makes it, I feel like the possibilities like are so cool with that. Oh my gosh, thank you, Bridget. I love it too. That's a set we're working on in my tutorial group. Okay, so like, I don't know if you guys can see, but as I'm working on this, I'm seeing that there's like some spots that are more bald than what I'd like. So I'm going to adjust what I'm doing, and I'm actually just going to do another coat of that glitter because I don't think it's going to have the full coverage I want if I don't. So I actually will get out a tub of glitter tonight. Mary, thank you. So that's the thing about these two, just adjust as you go. Yeah, this one definitely, it's going to need another one. Normally I don't, so I'm actually surprised. But yeah, this one needs it for sure. So let me grab my tub. So this is my pink glitter that I used on that one. Woo, so pretty. And I'm just going to do a quick little coat because I was not liking what was happening there. I always want to glitter something. I always want to glitter something. All right, good. I'm glad I noticed that so I didn't seal it and then think it was good to go and then have to go back and do that. All right, let's see. I'm going to have to get a new little ramekin because I don't want any of this specks of like purple and pink and whatnot to get on what we're doing next. So let me find my little lid. Thanks for the follow. Okay. So I'll just get another one. And I'll pour some in there. So so we have a fresh batch, and then I have a fresh brush. Oh my gosh, Shayna, thank you, thank you. Yes, I love it too. These are the ones we're working on in my FB tutorial group right now. Like, we're currently doing that series. Yeah, that pink, oh my gosh, that pink and orange together, it's like so pretty. I always keep saying it looks like a beach sunset kind of thing. It makes me want to put like silhouette palm trees on there. Which maybe I will do. We'll see. Yeah, sunset. Yep, exactly. I need to do a matching tumbler because that'd look really pretty too. Okay. I think I'm going to start with the white. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust this a little bit. Sometimes my chair doesn't like this stand. Okay. So this is one of the white staplers I have. It's like a medium cut. Hey Tammy, I have a bunch of different like options as far as sets go. So if you go to my link tree that's in my bio, my link, you can see my Etsy shop, and then all the prices are there depending on what you're wanting in the set. And then if you need something custom, you know, you can just in the personalization box let me know. But yeah, so check out the Etsy shop. Oh, Susie, yeah. Oh my gosh, everybody's welcome to join if you want, for sure. That's also linked in my bio. And what's good about joining that group, that tutorial group, is I actually do start to finish, like every single step in real time, tutorials there. And then everything's recorded and in the group. So it's right there for you to reference. And I do those live, those tutorials, so like you can ask me questions and whatnot too. So like for instance, we're working on this and we've already done 3 parts. So we've done 3 different live sessions because I let it dry, and then we'll do the next part of the series. So like my next session, I wanted to do it tomorrow. I'm hoping I still have time, but if not, we'll get on the next day or whatever. But this set is ready for UV next, and this set needs another layer of glitter. So you guys, yeah, Susie, come join us. If you're a crafter or you just like watching, yeah, join us over there. And then I love it because people have started to, it's a pretty new group, but they've started to post the stuff they're working on too, which I love seeing what everyone is working on. I absolutely love it. It's so cool to see everyone's different ideas or takes on things. And everyone's so supportive. So like if you have questions, you can just ask it. And if I can't answer you right away, there's plenty of people that have been crafting a long time and they can answer too. So yeah, come join. It's different than TikTok because TikTok lives, I kind of just like fill orders and you don't necessarily see the whole process. So that's why that group would be good. And then if you're worried about missing a live on TikTok, I just started a YouTube channel, and that's where I post my recorded lives on the YouTube channel. Because I know some people said they weren't getting notifications for my lives on TikTok for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but that's when I was like, I don't know how I can post a recorded TikTok live. And then I figured it out. YouTube was my answer. But this white stapler here is actually going to be cow print. This is for an order that someone ordered. And I will be putting cow spots on it before I UV resin it. Oh my gosh, no, Jet. Yeah, I don't know why. I really don't. Because if you have them turned on, you would think that they would actually notify you. So I don't get it. So join the YouTube or subscribe to YouTube, whatever they call it over there. And then you can at least watch the recorded lives. Oh my gosh, Susie, yay, welcome. That makes me happy. I'm so excited to see that FB tutorial group grow. I really am. It's amazing. Bridget. Anywhere you could imagine, I have found glitter. But it's not as bad as you would think. You would think my house is like covered in it. It really isn't. I do a really good job of containing it in here. But probably the funniest place is whenever like my 2-year-old gets it like on him somewhere. Oh, you double check. Well, I'm glad you're here now, Jet. Bridget, it really does. Rice Krispie treats. Oh my gosh, with the Mod Podge, Jacob, it definitely does look a little bit like it, right? With the still wet. It looks like it definitely could pass as Rice Krispie treats. But once it dries clear, it looks great. And then I'll add the cow spots and it'll look even cuter. Yeah. And then after this one, I have another white one I'm going to do, but it's a different type of white glitter. It's a chunky glitter. So those who are curious about chunky glitters, you'll get to see me do that next because we haven't done a chunky one tonight. But I just got to smooth this out because this one looks like it has kind of like a lot of extra going on. When you're doing your office supplies, it's always important too to make sure you don't have like rough edges. So like that's something when I do the UV, I can talk more about how I don't get those or try not to get those. Sometimes it's hard to avoid. Yeah, Lori, right now it's just Mod Podge. I'm trying to get all this ready for the UV resin that I'll have to put on once it dries, which won't be ready for tonight to do that. Why staplers, Shelby? It's just like, were you here for my teacher story? I used to be a teacher and my desk, this is the short version, my desk was the most boring spot in my classroom. And so it just kind of, that's how I got the idea. And that was back in 2015 when I opened my Etsy shop. No, that's okay. I'm glad you popped in, Shelby. Yeah, I used to be a science teacher and I loved decorating my room. Everything was neon. My desk was so boring. So that's kind of how I got the idea. And it kind of went from there. All right, so this one, I don't know if you can tell because it's kind of clear, but this is a chunky glitter. I'll go as close as I can. It is not sealed yet. Whenever I put it on, I patted it down the best I could with my finger while it was still wet. And then let it dry. Oh my gosh, Bridget, yeah, this color, it's called, let me remember, Code Cracker. This one's from the Glitter Guy. It's called Code Cracker. I love it. It's like opal-y. Really pretty. And under the, oh, the heart me, thank you. I almost missed that. And the heart puff. Oh my gosh. And the ice cream cone. That's so exciting. Thank you. And the chili. Oh my gosh, you're too generous. Millie, the heart me, you guys. Oh my gosh, the hand heart, Shanta. You guys are so sweet. But when I put this on, I'm going to like pat it down. You want to try to, and the friendship necklace, Millie, thank you so much for the necklaces. And you don't want to like drag it. What do you seal it with? Shelby, so like right now, this is glossy Mod Podge. I'm putting on top of the glitter to seal it. And then once this dries, I'll add the UV resin. So since you just popped in, let me show you this. Show you real quick. This is my go-to example I've been showing. So like you can seal it with glossy Mod Podge just fine. Like this is sealed and it still looks great, right? But you can still feel the texture of the glitter, right? So it'll be a preference if you like this finish or not. This one has the UV resin on it. Do you see how it's like shinier and you're not going to feel the texture of the glitter? So they both work really well as sealers. It just depends on what you like. You guys are so sweet with the gifts. Thank you. Yeah, so I didn't even know about UV resin. Like, I don't even think it was a thing, or if it was, I didn't know back when I started doing this. So everything I initially did was only sealed with the glossy Mod Podge. And then when I learned about the UV resin, I mean, that's a game changer, so. But some people do prefer the Mod Podge, like they like the texture of the glitter. Like I've definitely had people tell me they like the texture, like to feel the glitter. Because it still locks it in place to do just the Mod Podge. So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm going kind of slow on the chunky glitter and I'm making sure everything's laying flat as I do this. Hi, Bristol. How are you? I'm glad you stopped in. Yay. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's almost 11 Eastern time. Hopefully, I still got a couple things. I got to seal all this, so I'll be on for at least a little bit longer. It's all got to get done tonight. But yeah, so I like to do the Mod Podge and then the UV. It makes the UV less of a headache. But I've done it both ways, honestly. Yeah, Millie, yep. I got on, I think it was around like 9:30 I was able to get on, so a little over an hour now I've been on here. And it's just been a chill night. I've liked it. I've just been sealing everything with Mod Podge. Oh my gosh, Susie, Amazon, go to my link in my bio and visit my Amazon storefront. And you can see like the office supplies there. Now, that's where I get most of my stuff. There are a couple things like here and there that I'll get somewhere else. Depending on like what it is or if it's like a specialty thing or whatever. But Amazon's like my go-to, seriously. So visit my storefront if you want to see. Okay, Shayna. Okay. No problem. So I'm still going slow and I'm making sure everything's laying flat because even though this is really chunky, it's possible to get it all flat. You just got to go slow and pay attention. Oh my gosh, Millie, no problem. If you go to the link in my bio, I have an Amazon storefront and I have a whole like little idea list there, a whole section that I think I called it like things to glitter or office supply blanks, something like that. And then you can see it in there. And then if there's something that I did not put in there, like if I forgot to, just say, hey, where'd you get such and such? And I'll add it. Because sometimes for some reason, like I think I added something and then it goes away. Yeah. I would definitely appreciate that if you want to visit there. Oh my gosh, yes, Susie, what do you teach? I used to teach science, middle school science. And I definitely do miss it. I'm trying to make sure like it still covers really well. This one is not going to be cow print. This is just going to be the opal. Just the opal-y color. And then like with the chunky, it really does like around the edges like hang off. So I take an X-Acto knife before I UV it and kind of go along the edge there. High school, yay, okay. Well, that's amazing. Okay, so I'm still trying to go seal this. It's moving a little bit, but that is okay. I just push it back to where I want it. And like a lot of chunky glitter, if you are like new to this, you definitely want to seal your chunky glitter because for some reason, I don't know if it's the coating on it or what, but a lot of times it likes to repel epoxy. So sealing it definitely prevents that headache. Still got the whole other side to do. This one's going slow motion. That's okay. And the corners. I feel like the chunky likes to move away from the corners, so I try to make sure like I move it back whenever I'm doing this. I said corners, but I meant like edges. Are there any other teachers in here? Oh my gosh, Coloring Kia, thank you for the rose. Roses. Are there any other teachers in here? I love seeing when there's a bunch of teachers. I know we got crafters in here. Or anyone who just enjoys watching glitter. That's always fun too. Glitter ASMR. Except I'm talking too much for it to be ASMR, right? Okay, wonderful, Millie. 5th grade ELA, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, I love it. And you craft too? That's awesome. I feel like teachers are so creative. There's so many of us that are teachers and crafters. It's really cool. I feel like you gotta be creative, right? If you're a teacher. All right, this is the last side on this one. Yeah, I have, yay, good. I have a 15-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. So I definitely appreciate all teachers. All right, one last little bit over here. Awesome, Haley. Yes. College student, healthcare worker, and crafter. That is fantastic. I love hearing that. It's such a fun hobby to have, crafting. And there's like, I love like, there's so much you can do. Like no matter what type of crafting you get into, like there's just so much that leads into so much more. All right, I think this one's good to go. Now I always make sure at the end that everything is laying as flat as possible because it's chunky and I don't want to have to do a zillion coats of UV. Sometimes I can get away with one coat if it's laying down really well, which this one looks like it is. Other times I have to do like 2 coats. This one though, the way I'm looking at it, I might get away with 1 coat on this. We will find out once that dries. Okay, good. So I'm going to set that brush aside. I need another one. Yes, it dries clear. So like this, actually I'll show you a perfect example. This is a white glitter and it's sealed with the Mod Podge already. Don't worry about those spots. It's getting decorations and stuff on top. So don't stress if you see that it has contamination. Oh my gosh, Mama Carrie, I feel ya. I feel like I finally have my craft room organized like the best it's been in a long while. So I definitely understand that. All right, let me get this. I'm doing light blue next. I don't need to do that silver one yet. I'm gonna do this light blue. Oh my gosh, and once you start buying glitter, like seriously, I just had to buy, okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but where those bottles are, like I have clear acrylic shelves, and they're like I think they're like a foot long each. I just bought like 16 more of those, but I'm not sure like where I'm gonna have the wall space. Like I'm gonna have to go like up high or something. I don't know. All right. Oh, Kristen. Okay, yeah, there's a couple ways you could do that. You definitely could do, like, if you wanted to see through the front, you definitely could do it in reverse, depending on the vinyl you have, for sure. Or I have done before, maybe this is a video I should do, where I use Mod Podge to put down, like, to put the non-sticky side down first so it faces outright, if that makes sense. But yeah, you can definitely cut it in reverse. That's probably the easier way to do it. Oh, you donated to a women's shelter the yarn. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh, yay! Yamil! Thanks for sharing from Los Angeles. Haley, this is actually my full-time job now. Yep. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and when I had my 2-year-old, I never went back to teaching, and then, we found out his diagnosis, and my other son was already all diagnosed, so it was just worked out best for me not to go back to teaching, so I do just this now. Yeah, Bridget, I love my little corner to making tumblers and stuff. Julie, okay, so I have a couple go-to glitters, and let me do this binder clip, and I will give you a mini tour for those who are still here this late. And I'll tell you my glitters I like. Yeah, Haley, I love it. I opened my Etsy shop in 2015, so I was doing this as like my side hustle while teaching for a long time. And then just the past few years, 2 years, it's just the only thing I do. Okay, so all of those bins up there, most of those are filled with like Hobby Lobby glitters. And then Hobby Lobby doesn't have as big of a variety sometimes. So I like the glitter guy, which is like all of those bottles with like the pink lids is the glitter guy. And actually they all don't even fit. Like I have a stash over here, and then you can see like I have them like doubled in front over here. And then this wall is like mainly Michael's. Up there is like paints and whatnot, like spray paints, acrylic paints, and all my alcohol inks and stuff. And then underneath, I'll show you underneath my table. It's gonna get like sideways, but all those bins are like mica powders and a bunch, like I have one of every color of glitter from Counterculture DIY. I just have to get a rack to hang them because theirs come in bags. So like the pink I was using is from Counterculture. Theirs comes in bags, so I need to hang them up. I was thinking maybe like under the shelf up here or something. I gotta figure that out. Yeah. So I don't know. The Hobby Lobby, if you're just getting started, that's what I started with, is the Hobby Lobby glitter. But if you're looking for more variety, Counterculture or the glitter guy are like my go-tos for that. Yeah, hooks with binder clips. Fantastic idea. I was like, it's just a matter of like where I want to put them. I was almost thinking like maybe something like under my shelf, like to line my shelves with the bags hanging in front of my wall. I still haven't quite decided that yet. Because I have, oh my gosh, I don't know if you saw, like, so all of these won't fit. And then like in this bin up here is filled with like clearance Hobby Lobby glitter. So I still need to organize all that too. I think my light just got a little darker, so let me fix that. Yeah. Yeah. But it took many years to get that collection, so... And I always shop the sales. Like Counterculture, oh my gosh. It was like around Christmas time, I think it was. Maybe November, somewhere around there. They had like a crazy sale where all their glitters were like 99 cents. I literally bought one of every color they had. Yes, or the shaker bottles. So like I've thought about that too, Southern Visions. I'm just worried about wall space because like I'm really running out of places to put my shelves. So I might leave them in the bags and hang them is what I'm leaning towards, I think. Because I want to be able to see them. It's a lot easier and more inspirational to be able to see all the colors you have. So not all resin comes in 2 parts. I use Counterculture for all of my epoxy, 2-part epoxy. I love their artist resin, but the UV is not 2 parts. That's a great thing about it. So like this is what their UV looks like, the UV Counterculture DIY, and you don't have to mix this. So that's another perk to using the UV. So right now they're out of it on their website, but it's in my Amazon storefront. Like they still have stock on Amazon. So that's how you can get this if you're wanting to try it. It is by far my favorite UV resin. Yeah. And it cures like in a matter of minutes and you don't have to mix it. So, I mean, that's awesome. Really. You can't go wrong with that. I do, Lexi. I definitely make pens. Yep. I've made a lot of pens and I make tumblers. I actually didn't start making tumblers until, it was about 2020, I want to say. But all the office supplies, that's what I started with, the office supplies back in 2015. So I think I did it backwards compared to a lot of people. I think a lot of people started with tumblers and moved on to office supplies, and I did it backwards. The UV, you have to remember UV resin cures in the light. So like, I haven't had an issue with that. Like it needs the light. Oh my gosh, Bridget, I think UV resin, like it can be tricky, don't get me wrong. However, once you get like your rhythm going with it, yeah, I love it. It's like the best for office supplies because then you don't have to put these weird things on turners, you know? And it's done so fast. Like if you're doing pens, oh my gosh, do the UV resin. Gloria, this is glossy Mod Podge that I'm using right now, if that's what you're asking about. Oh, okay, now you can see. I don't know how much longer I'll be on here, y'all. It's late for me. It's like 11, and I have to get up early with all the kids for school. Oh my gosh, Diane, you're so sweet. Yeah, I love making your stuff, Diane. You always come up with cool ideas. Okay, Cindy, this is the best It's in my Amazon storefront. This is Counterculture DIY. They're out of it right now on their website. That's why I'm telling you about my storefront, because they still have it in stock on Amazon, last I checked. And I checked today, and they're still out of this on their actual website, but you can still get it on Amazon. This is the best kind, the UV resin from Counterculture. 8 p.m. over there. Yeah, so it's still earlier for you. Yeah, Bridget, you're feeling it like me. But I've actually managed to get a lot done, I feel like, while we're talking. There's only one more thing I think I'm gonna do before we leave. I have these tumblers right here that I need to seal that blue on. So I think I'm gonna seal the blue, and then I will be off for tonight. Okay, yay, it's still on Amazon. I love it. And if you're trying it out, like, they do have different sizes. So you can always start with like a small bottle if you're worried about, you know, using it or whatever. But I'm telling you, it's really good. Sorry, I'm adjusting the light. That's my favorite one. Okay, so I am going to seal this blue up because I want to get these on the turner. Yeah, even with my tumblers, I don't use epoxy to put the glitter on. I've always used Mod Podge. And look how pretty that blue is. Love it. Okay, let's see though if I can actually do this. And I do this the same way I just did that stapler. I just make sure it's laying flat as I go, and I go pretty slow. Thank you, Bridget. Yeah, this blue is, oh my gosh, amazing. I don't even know where it's from. It's one of my oddballs. So like I have like random oddballs, like of specialty colors from here and there, like of certain shades that I really needed that I would find like randomly. And this is one of those. So it's not from one of like the main four I was just talking about. But it is definitely really pretty. But yeah, I do the same thing. I don't do the epoxy method with these. And this you don't have to necessarily pat with your finger. You could use like the parchment method and roll it on there. But always seal your chunkies before epoxying so you don't get fish eyes. And I know some people spray it. I just always prefer the Mod Podge. It's like, I don't know, my go-to. I'm always like nervous around the corners because I don't want like the chunky to get away from there. Whew. I am getting tired though, I'll tell you that. I think yesterday I was up pretty late too because I was doing my FB group tutorial. I think we lasted until like midnight my time, or at least close to it. But yeah, this part is probably not the most fun to watch. What epoxy do I use? Cindy, I love Counterculture DIY. So for anything, like for my tumblers, I use their artist resin where I mix it. They're 2-part epoxy. And then for my office supplies, I use the UV resin that you need a UV light for. This stuff is really good. That is my preference with epoxy. And I tried a couple different epoxies before I found them. And I never went back once I discovered them. That was a couple years ago. They're by far like my favorite. Oh, Shayna, so the office supplies, listen, you definitely can just seal them with glossy Mod Podge for sure. That's what I used to do before they came out with UV resin. It's just you're still going to feel the texture of the glitter, but it'll still seal. Just take gloss. It has to be glossy Mod Podge and a thin layer over top, and it'll seal. Now, you don't want to do that all on a tumbler, right? Because a tumbler, like, you got to wash and all that good stuff, but... Oh my gosh. Yeah, Millie, the Counterculture artist resin, if you're going to try it, that's what I would start with for tumblers. I love it. I mean, I don't have anything negative at all to say about it. It mixes really well. You know, you just got to get your ratio right. And it's easy to get the bubbles out with heat. And it has such a good shine, and it's like crystal clear. So you definitely should, Millie. Tiffany and Company. That's like a light blue, right? I definitely probably do. I feel like, is it like a green blue? Like, is this too blue? Or is that close to it? I haven't seen Tiffany blue in a while. Oh my gosh, Bridget. Yeah, I'm so glad you came too. Yeah, Shayna, bigger items are a little more difficult for sure. You just have to be careful, light blue green. Yeah, I have so many shades of like all of it, and then more in the tubs. I definitely have something we could get to work. So if you were thinking about, oh, that was perfect. You liked that one. Yeah, if you were thinking about ordering, all you have to do is leave me a message that that's what you want. And if, what I'll do is I would send a picture of whatever glitter it is that I thought was close to what you described, just to make sure you like it, you know, because I don't want to make something and it's not what you wanted. So that's what I like to do, is kind of get the approval first. That way we make sure you're good to go. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because anything, even if it's not in my shop, just ask me about it, because I don't list all the, oh my gosh, can you imagine if I listed like the drop down menu of color and I listed all the colors I have? That'd be crazy. So, I do a lot of custom orders where people are like, hey, do you have this? And if I don't have it, it gives me an excuse to go get it. Like, for instance, just like a couple weeks ago, someone wanted a sage green and I didn't have a true sage green. So I found this Mary's Glitter Magic. She's on Etsy. And I found a sage green that I really like. This is my only glitter from her, but it's gorgeous. So, like, I have no problem doing that, too. Yep, staple removers. Yep. Any office supply you could think of, I have, probably. Or if I don't do it, I will make you a listing for it. But, yeah, I definitely do staple removers. Hi, Bree. How are you? You're catching the tail end. Oh, yeah. Good. You saw it. Good. Okay, so for me, it's not too many of us on here, but yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm just really tired. I won't be on here too much longer. When I do like the chunky ombres, I actually like doing the Mod Podge, because then I can move my ombre if I want to like make it more seamless. That's like one advantage of doing it with this. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm just showing you the butt of it. This is actually a tumbler. I need to get this on the turner tomorrow, so I already sealed up a bunch of like office supplies. So the last thing I'm doing is sealing up these tumblers, and then I'm going to get off here. Yeah, my camera angle, it's hard because these are so big. But this is like it's a stainless steel tumbler. It has like 3 different lid attachments. This one actually was a custom order because it's not a style I normally carry. But they found one that they liked on Amazon and sent me the link, and then I just got it and gave them a quote for me to glitter it. Do you mean like canceled their order on me? That's not really too big of a problem I've had. Quimby, yay! You know, once they place their order, it's already in, so, you know. I don't know. I feel like I've been lucky, I guess, on Etsy with people not asking to cancel. But, like, once it gets past a certain, like, if they don't cancel within the first, like, couple days, it's really hard for them to cancel, because if I've already started it, you know. But I haven't had to deal with that issue. Knock on wood. Is that something you deal with? Like people canceling after you start something? And then, like, I do all my sales through Etsy, and I don't start something until they actually, like, if they order it and it's paid for. Sometimes, yeah. Do you have an Etsy shop? Yeah, Kristen first. Yep, that's exactly why I like Etsy. I just keep it simple, and even if it's like someone I know who's ordering, I have them order through my Etsy shop, because it keeps all my orders organized, and then I know that they've paid and they actually want it, you know. and that kind of thing. That way I don't end up wasting my time. Sorry, I was off camera, guys. You sell them in school? Oh, okay. Well, that's a start. I've almost got this one all done. Whew, I don't know if I'm going to make it to that other one. I'm tired. I might have to get off after this one, guys. I've been on here a good bit though, right? Almost 2 hours, I think. In less than 20 minutes, it'll be 2 hours. So like this, I'm going to spread it up a little bit because I want the ombre to kind of fade up a little more. So it's not too harsh of a line. Yeah, I think I'm going to finish up this section and then I am done. So if you're still here or you just popped on a little late, check out my Linktree link in my bio. You can see my Etsy store if you want to shop, or my Amazon storefront if you're wondering what supplies I use, or my YouTube channel where I post my recorded lives, or my FB tutorial group where we do tutorials together. And follow me if you haven't so you don't miss me next time. I try to get on here a couple times a week. And normally I do office supplies. I don't always, but normally. All right, last little bit, and then it can be bedtime. Well, I hope I see all of you again, and thanks for joining me tonight. It's like after 11 here. And I guess I will be seeing you all next time, hopefully, because I think I am at the end. Last little bit. Yay, and then, yep, it's all flat. We're good. Woo! When am I live next? Quimby, that is a good question. It is so hard for me to have a set schedule with the lives. Let's see. I'm going to try probably for TikTok to get on in an evening again. And what I did today, I don't know if you saw it, but I posted on my story that I was going to be on around 9:15. I was like 15 minutes late. Bear with me. Sometimes my kids, it takes a minute, but I'll try to do that again. I'll try to post it to my story this weekend when I'll be live on here to give some kind of warning. Because I'm not too sure right now when I'm going live next. But oh my gosh, I know, and I appreciate you joining in. I do, I really do. Jessica, thanks so much. All right, you guys, I am going to log off, and I will see y'all next time. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the heart puff.